do a sword. Take a break from this. Do a sword. I don't know if any of my guildies are on, but we fought Heaves earlier and we beat Heaves, so I kind of feel bad about taking guildies points, but so you can probably edit this out.
Yeah, no, I'll leave it in here. This is more of a session of us just chilling. I think it's more than fair. This is one reason why I thought about doing a stream versus a YouTube video, and this is kind of more like organic. This is just chilling, right? It's just.
I'm forcing him into a Diana pick here, which Diana's really piss poor against Ganny Oki and stuff. So if he doesn't take the Diana, he probably outright loses or has to ban the Jaeger. Or I could drop the Diana early, but the Diana's really weak against Perna. So I drop the Aegir now. Aegir does well against his entire team. He's probably banning this Aegir. Given his picks here, I wouldn't be surprised.
But would you ban Perna and pick Diana here?
Yeah, that's one option we're looking at.
So guys, you get an RTA lesson here as well.
And then hey, if yeah, I guess we do that. If we lose, you can edit this out. And the other option is to go straight Ganny Hathor on him.
Yep.
And then if we go straight Ganny Hathor, I'm probably banning something else. But he has 3 immunity units, so I don't like to do that. When he does this, I don't agree with that ban on Vanessa, just because I have so many strippers. But if he gets, then again, your Aegir is really soft, so this could be tough.
Yeah, I really regret ruining my Aegir soft. That has lost me a lot of matches.
Like he's gonna go first, right? Because you have no speed lead.
Yep. Unless it's your Ganny or Oki, right?
Correct.
Because you're running, I think your Oki is now running 3+, right?
Yeah, it's like 305 or so, something like that. And it makes a difference because everyone else is around that type of range. Your Diana's gonna move in front of Chow and likely not get cut, so I'm gonna reset the Triana. Hopefully, oh my god, that's okay. No, it's okay.
Oh, that's Ganny.
So
that's just a stripper.
I'm actually gonna do this. I'm actually gonna save this here, and then I'm gonna let the other units go to work here onto this Chow.
How do you feel about Aegir now, more than halfway through the season?
Aegir's great.
Do you think he's gonna get nerfed?
No. You can't nerf 4 stars.
And Fran as well, right? A lot of people are like, dude, Fran and Aegir's destroying RTA.
So I'm going to shake the will off of the Fran here, actually, because I want my Oki to be able to stun that later. Maybe this was dumb. I should have probably done that to the Chow. Triana's reset. I don't really want to get stunned by this Fran, so I have to do that. Maybe the strip should have gone on something else. That heal on him was dumb. I think he should have gone for the... he should have gone... Yeah. So we're going to refresh the Aegir, actually, and then try to control the Chow's attack bar here. And also take a shield and all that good stuff. Because this Chow kind of hurts. And I'm kind of missing that, which is like a little unlucky. Because if he
The attack buff is huge, right? I mean, not attack buff. The attack buff and the if you get HP.
Yeah, those are all huge. So my Oki is going to move in front of the Fran. Or no, it's not going to move in front of the Fran, but the Fran doesn't have skills. So I'm actually going to strip here, and then we're going to go and try to stun up the Chow so it does less damage. This Aegir might be dead soon.
But can Diana solo this?
Yes, Diana can solo.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Okay. He should have tried to stun the Oki there, but that's okay. And the question is, I don't think his Triana has anything, right? So then my Diana can go and strip the Triana, and then allow me to have a better skill through the Oki later. So I'm actually going to go for a reset on the Fran, so Fran doesn't do anything. Diana's going to strip the Triana, then Oki's going to come and strip the team. So we're going to do this. Oh,
whoa,
nice.
That thing is dead.
Squishy AF. That's what happens when you fight a G1's Fran. Oops. So, as we expected, the Diana is going to... the Diana comes in front of the Triana, right? And then unless he sleeps the Oki, I get a full team stun. And he's
not even going for it, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to go for the stun here just because ooh, nice.
Oh, that's the... Well, it doesn't matter at that point, yeah.
We won it. Yeah. I'm going to strip this off. There we go. Done. Okay, back to reaps. Got you a couple more points, one step closer to G3. All right.
So
I'm not really feeling the speed chase, man. Or do you want to burn it on the speed? You let me know what you want your account to do, man.
I think the speed chase is actually fine because I think that rune's pretty important. I think my violet runes are pretty decent. Like sometimes I guess you have to pay your dues, right?
Yeah, I mean, this would be such a huge upgrade for you if you got a high speed, but it's like it's slot 5, which is the hardest slot to get it on. You almost, I mean, we're talking average would take 60 or so, right?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of variance in between, around that. It could take you 100 reaps. We're already like 30 deep into this one.
Oh, we're actually 30 deep already?
We're pretty deep into this one.
So we have to go for it, right? When you're not deep.
It hurts because on my account, like, well, it depends. Like when I do my reaps, I identify one rune or 2 runes I absolutely need to redo and make perfect, and I will literally sink everything in until it gets done.
But that's only because you're holding 50 at a time as well, right?
Yeah, but even on my free apps, like I'll just keep going, keep like reapping that until it's there. Yeah, true. I guess if you have a lot, there's a lot more targets you could go for, right? Yeah. And you kind of need to raise the level of your account across the board. That's a fair point. That's a very good point too. Like this is kind of not panning out. We had so far in about 90 reaps or so, we've had one really good one earlier, right? Yeah. Let me know if you would like to switch at any point. Although when the HP 17 comes out, that's 2 rolls in.
That's true.
You get a fast rune.
You only get 18 max after, yeah.
Oh, man. All right, come on. Any day now. At least a 20 speed would be good.
20 will be huge. That's the thing.
If 5, and I would be very happy. I will take a shot with you on this recording if this goes to 25.
At 11 a.m., right?
Morning shot.
I'm fine with that. I'll go grab the bottle.
I just need this to go fast. Like, you need this one. So this is the one biggest rune you need.
I think... I saw the 20 crit damage. I'm like, oh.
I almost want you to turn this into attacker rune. This is like, if you ever build fast, high damage solutions, this is the one to do it with. Right? Because the crit damage is max, the attack is max, the speed is max. For an attack rune, this is nuts.
Yeah, but I'm gonna...
Great. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, you want to keep the left?
No, I don't think it matters. I think you're gonna reroll it.
Actually, it's crit rate in A too, so I guess it's like less good. But this is nuts for a Lucian.
People said fuck Lucians.
Lucians, we say fuck Lucians, but that's nuts for a Lucian. If you ever do like arena.
Once you get that logo once, you don't need it ever again.
I don't.
So I got lucky. So back then, I was super tryhard, right?
Uh-huh.
So now I'm washed up.
Arena's just not worth the time. They need better prizes.
That's the main thing. If you guys...
If you're listening, you need better prizes.
I completely agree, and I talked to Comtos about this before, and I said, if you guys change the layout, the setup, and also the prizes for Arena, I would most likely do it again. I enjoyed the old times where we rushed every Sunday. Wait, did we just get 2 back-to-back 17 speeds?
Yeah, I almost want to go on to something else and just let you figure this out.
You want to come back later?
Yeah, I'll come back later. Well, dude, the arena rewards were designed for 4 years ago. Like, they haven't changed, and the game has changed significantly. You should scale, the rewards should change now. It should be LD Nat 5 pieces or something like that. Something insane for Legend. I think it needs to be.
I completely agree.
Nat 4 was great, but now no one cares.
And even in G3, you don't rank 2 to 30 get exactly the same thing, which is kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Well, coming from some guy who got, I think, rank 2 more than 10 times. That was depressing.
Or let's give like LD Nat 5 pieces or something like LD related. That's not just a singular LD unit. Like, give something better. Because otherwise, no one's going to care about Arena. You just throw better prizes at it. Things happen.
What if they put reaps in Guardian 2, Guardian 3?
That's fine. That's great, too.
This is because
prize that's relevant.
Cretan just said G1 Arena finishes should give reapps. G1 1 reapp, G2 2 reapp, G3 3 reapps. That doesn't break the game. Do you feel that? Or it's a slippery slope.
Yeah, 50 a week anyways, right? So giving like 2 or 3 doesn't hurt very much, but it definitely incentivizes you to go for it. Or give 5 for Legend, or like 10 for Legend, and like 5 for G3 or something. It like won't break the game, but it definitely makes it a hell lot more interesting and fun. Because then people actually try, and when you have a lot more people trying, people have to strategize around it, right?
Competition,
right now,
right?
Yeah, like right now there is some strategy, but like I personally feel like it's nothing like
Major,
groundbreaking, right? Where people really have to invest. Like, I mean, people do invest time. I'm not trying to discount, but
of course,
it can definitely. There's a lot more room for it, and a lot more nuances that can be done there if there are better prizes. But 90% of your top player population doesn't care about it, and what? Yo.
I didn't see it. I see what you're looking at.
Oh my lord. Here. We're gonna blow blues on this until it hits 23 to remind you to get to this.
Hey, that wasn't that bad. That's 2 blues. Oh,
I want to do
you want to grind the rest of that?
Nah, I'll let you do it. I will let you handle that, sir.
Yeah, so Comtuous did, when I spoke to Comtuous a couple months ago, they did mention that they want to up the free apps to 5 instead of 3. I don't know how they're going to do it or when they're going to do it, but I think that's going to be really good.
Oh, nice. That is the right step. We're going to do this one. Absolutely correct. They need to. But I also think Arena, like, once you have, if all the actual, like, not saying that those are doing it right now aren't good, but if you have just an influx of like really strong, like imagine if Tiger had an incentive to do Arena every week.
Yeah, and whoa, 1332.
If Tiger had an incentive to do it, he doesn't care about it right now, right? But if he had an incentive to do it, right, and all the other top players, wouldn't that make that scene so much more interesting and actually competitive?
Yep, and I think it should go that path because rushing Arena is a different game on its own, and it's super fun. You have to build AD, and you have to build offenses for it. You still have to invest a lot of resources into your Lucians or whatever you use in the AL as well. Right now, I think it's pretty boring.
How's your Perna slot 3s? I don't know off the top of my head. How do you feel about your slot 3, like how good they are or not?
I don't remember.
Great, we're keeping this.
Okay.
This
you can go look at it.
Solid.
If you
the
want.
triple roll. Yeah,
triple roll, yeah.
That's a triple roll, though. Oh, yeah, we did fine.
Yeah.
We actually did a good job there. So let me get back to that rune and, like, grind it a little bit for you. Here. Crit rate. It's this one, right? Dude, this one's nuts. All you do is gem in HP.
Yeah.
Gem in HP, and we're, like, set on it. I don't really want to gem it in now, so we're going to... So when I
Hold
don't
it.
know... No, I'll put something on. Flat.
So it forces me...
Hold it. Hell no. We put the flat. This is a nuts Perna rune. It's actually, like, really good Perna rune. Like, because Perna just needs crit rate, crit damage, speed, and HP. Those are the only stats you care about. You have all of them there represented with HP percent fully gemmed and grinded. So that's why it's a perfect Perna rune. It just could have a little bit more juice behind it, but this is like max purple, right? If you add the speed and the crit rate, like slightly under max. So, yeah.
So a couple questions I'm going to quickly answer in chat. How much do you spend in the guild event? I think 60-something thousand energy. Is this going on YouTube? Yes. I missed it. Did you get the roll on the Swift rune? No. Quad flat. If Tiger and others start Arena again, how am I going to Bruiser to Guardian?
Yeah, see, the point is, why are you able to Bruiser to Guardian, right? It's because it's not competitive enough right now. There are no prizes. No one cares about it. Or there are few care, and that's why they're where they are, right? They're legend and whatnot. But the majority of the population does not care, so you have less competition. I have
a screenshot. I have this, and it was a couple months ago. I was bored. I put 4 monsters. I still remember. It's the same defense I had back then for over a year. Vanessa, Okeanos, Mo Long Perna. That was just like 4 random monsters. Like, they're runed well, but they're not speed tuned or anything. I did 9 swords and got G3. And I bruised all 9. I have a screenshot of that.
But imagine this, if they said, hey, this week's LD Nat 5 is a Ludia or a Jara or even, or the day a Yanhang pops in. You're only giving out 1. It's not that big of a deal to give out 1, right? Think about how many people play, right? Like, so how crazy, how much competition would you get there? I really think the scene, that scene would light up again if they did something like that.
But at the same time, boosters, then that would be...
True. But boosting's always going to be a problem, no matter what.
That's true.
Right?
Even in any part, RTA or Arena, right?
Yeah. I mean, you go on... Here, I'll keep this anyways. But you go on Foxy's stream, you
of course.
Hear it all the time. Right? He gets hosed all the time.
And with evidence. Hey, there's the 23.
Hey, this is actually solid, right? Because you didn't waste the roll into...
So flat HP, you
19 is like, but whatever. We keep. This is fine. This is
19 is
right.
just a low triple roll, lowest you can get almost.
So here, by the way, you have gotten quite a few triple rolls. It's just like they're not
on the Swift.
Yeah, we're gonna move on from this shit. Oh yeah. Ooh, look at this. Efficient. Oh no, this is actually not efficient. So we mentioned we want to do 1 crit rate roll, right? For the Vertihile or the Water Monkey. So we have to do 1 crit rate rune. Right?
Rare.
Your crit rate runes are really slow. Yep. So you need something fast so you can speed tune that monkey to the Guinea.
Yep.
Otherwise you never have that option.
I think I threw away most crit rate runes back then, that's why. Back then.
We have 1 here.
Yeah.
It's super fun having the Water Monkey in front. Or having a really good Verd. Like, you almost need 2 really fast ones. But it doesn't, if we go for high efficiency, it's also okay.
1923.
This is blue. This is blue.
26. Right. How do you build your Water Monkey, JMak? So, my Water Monkey is actually not ruined right now. It's on triple fight rune for Katarina R5. But I'm about to.
That's why we need a fast or tanky or both rune. Like, if this is super tanky, this goes on your Diana. If it's super fast, it goes on a Water Monkey Verd, right? And that's why this is actually a really good rune to roll. I've done quite a few myself.
Yep, I think that's fair.
Hopefully we get you something. Oh, quad HP? No.
69 attack though.
69. Nope. Hey, I just want to see this like 30 speed come out. I just want to see this like 27, 28 speed, and we're like, this session is a win. 29, okay. Oh, so this 29 HP. If you get 29 HP and then you can put speed in, this is a huge upgrade for your Dyna. Yeah. As it stands though, it's like, yeah, not worth it. Like huge for your Dyna. Like that's an auto keep. By the way, attack and crit damage on a crit rate rune is terrible. I see people keep it a lot. It is not the right type of efficiency. Because otherwise, you should just go slot 4 crit damage. So.
Yep, that makes perfect sense. Right. But people were like, oh, probably I rolled it. It's pretty efficient. Let's use it.
Crit damage, it's like crit damage on a slot 4 is 80 max, right? So like. Crit damage is like it's almost like quote unquote wasted efficiency on the slot 4 crit rate, because then you may as well go for a crit damage.
You can only get 35 max anyways, right? So yeah, versus 80. Yeah. So okay, be like Barian, roll that 30 speed. Hey Barian, so Chris rolled that 30 speed.
Barian, oh, I wish we were all as good as Barian.
I know, right?
I have Barian magic touch though, not today. We had the mini Barian last time.
Yeah.
The 27 roll, but.
My fastest rune I ever had. Hey, you never know. All it takes is 1 reap, right?
Almost 1. We burned through almost half so far and only have 1 amazing rune and quite a few smaller, like, pretty good runes.
Tekashi, how do you rune your Perna, and could you explain your reasoning? My Perna is just speed tuned to my armor breaker. That's it. It's just a huge nuker.
Yep. That's the Perna in question.
Yep.
You could actually afford to slow it down and make it really beefy. Actually, one rune that I have been doing a lot is slot 2 attack, and it hasn't panned out yet, but I've been trying to get to it like, oh god, trying to get to like a Tiger Perna, and Psy Perna, they all use the same type, where it's like plus about 80 speed, 90 speed, but like attack is plus 1900, and crit damage is like 200%.
Oh, I think yours is 180 something, right?
Yeah,
I
it's
glanced
not
at yours.
quite there, but I advise you do a slot 2 attack at some point.
Okay, that's fair.
Actually, we should probably look at it
Sure.
now.
Baron said he rolled a 27 base speed this week. Slot 2 though.
Slot
is
two,
it slot 2? Is it attack? That's still
that's
insane. That's like what you need for a crazy Perna or even a Sierra, right? If there's no crit.
This is not bad. This is actually pretty good. You could almost use this straight up, but it's not quite enough damage, but it's pretty good. Because, Jeff, I do think at some point you want a really hard-hitting Perna.
Yep, I completely agree. And that's
it's the endgame Perna that everyone's going to... Oh, this is the one, I think. No, this is purple. Sure. And you want it to have, like, legend stats. So, we could do a couple for that, if you want.
Yep, you can do it, like I said. So Barian said he got a HP Nemesis. Oh, 27 HP Nemesis. Triple HP. Okay,
you can't do this as crit damage innate. Ah, nice. Okay. So with attack slot 2%, this is going to go on a Perna. This is literally just for this one monster because you were designing a heavy Perna. What do you want on this? You want crit damage, crit rate, and speed, and you want all 4 rolls represented in them. Or you want crit rate and crit damage to have all 4 rolls sunk into it, and you regem the speed. And you would like to have HP percent as well. Ideally, when I say you regem something and grind it, that's like a 5th roll. So ideally you have 5 rolls into something that the Perna needs, which would be crit rate, crit damage, speed, and then HP would be great to have. So that's what we're gunning for. Yep. This here is probably arguably harder than a slot 5 to get on speed because you're aiming for you need all 3 stats to be present.
So is that what you're doing right now on your own account?
Yes, this is what I'm doing on my own account.
1, 2, 3, 4 HP.
I mean, this is what I'm doing on my own account. Yes.
So someone asked, just tune into stream. Any chance you could show the amazing rune Chris said was made? I'm sure he can show you later. It's just on my Gani. It's a 32 speed max, but it's 31 right now.
This is not enough. It's efficient, but for a slot 2 attack. Well, actually, hold up. This is better than what you currently have, so we're gonna go with it. But it's not a keep.
Yeah, that's awkward.
Yeah. Well, we got you that slot 5 Vio, right, or whatever it was. That was the one so far. But out of 140 reapps, we need something. We got a bunch of like other little minor ones, right, on slot 1s and slot 5s. We got quite a few efficient ones. So like so far, I'd say it's slightly on the speed front, below average. On the efficiency front, probably right on average, give or take.
Yeah, that sounds fair. It's just we just want to see a blockbuster rune, right?
Yeah. Well, this one, if it goes high crit rate or high speed, it is a blockbuster rune. Like this.
Yeah.
No, not quite.
No, the resistance. Yeah, it's awkward.
It's not quite there because the only thing you really care for is the crit rate and speed. But you. Oh.
It has.
This is enough to go for a Tiger Perna. This is enough.
Yeah, that has the stats that you need.
This is not. Although ideally you have a bit more crit damage, but this is max speed, max crit rate.
But do you gem the defense? Yeah, crit damage.
I almost think you go for the more efficient stat.
Yeah.
I do think, or you can regem crit damage.
Yeah, that's what
actually fair if and only if you put a legend one in here.
Yeah.
I think this is one slot you do break the efficiency rule because it is for the Perna. Fuck. You do need like a 10 roll on this.
Yeah, throw it.
You do need a 10 roll on a rune like this.
Do you guys think speed, crit rate, HP, and not focusing on any attack or crit damage subs is best way to build a Shihao?
What was the question?
Do you guys think speed, crit rate, HP, and not focusing on attack or crit damage sub is best way to build a Shihao?
I mean, it depends on how you want to use it. Some people do it bruiser, some people do it
damage, right? Yeah.
Damage, right? And the way bruiser's damage, or you do it as like an enabler, like a CC'er for your Gani and stuff. So
utility.
I prefer it that way where it's faster, so it has to go in front, so you need like a lot of speed, some survivability, and crit rate, and some accuracy. Ideally, you still need some attack though. You got to do something. It's a really hard unit to rune.
What do you think the hardest unit to rune right now, excluding LDs?
Hardest unit to rune.
That it's the most stat hungry.
Sierra, Vanessa, Perna, Bruisers, Aegir. Probably the hardest ones.
Aegir, going up there.
Aegir's tough. Aegir's very tough to run. As much as people complain that it's like overpowered, it's like it's also because people's best runes are on that thing.
That's true. So you see some crazy runes on a lot of Aegers, and you see like even plus 160 sets that are crit damage attack. I've seen a lot of random builds. Someone says Xingzhe.
I kind of want to hit this one up, but this is like such a good attacker rune, but like you'll never use pure attack on a.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
Right. You could make it like a Perna rune, but you would be missing. You would have to gem out the crit rate for speed, for it to be a Perna rune. This actually could be a Perna rune. I'm thinking.
It's just speed is missing, I guess.
Yeah, it could be a Perna rune, and you would make up the crit rate somewhere else. And this is pretty solid, actually. But you only have 3. Like the crit damage is not 2 full world. Like crit damage goes up to
21.
7.
So that's 21, right? That's 2.
And then the attack goes up to 16. So you're not actually at a max purple. You're at like a blue and a half.
Yep. So go ahead if you feel.
I'm gonna hit this one up. Ooh.
Ooh.
This is nice.
Yeah.
This is not a Perna rune anymore, but this is a pretty thick ass. Oh, hey, Jeff, where was the attack percent gems? Attack percent gems? Oh man, here, I'm gonna put this flat in here to remind you to hit this one up. And we're gonna burn the legend one to remind. Actually, that's stupid. Let's not be a dick. Yo.
If you go down, I think I still have more, don't I? Or no?
No, you have no attack ones here. Let's do this. Here, let's grind this one out though first. This is nuts. This is actually pretty sick. Oops, ouch! I just hit the mic. Sorry.
No
Everyone just their ears probably just got shocked. Oh, that's terrible.
How do you guys keep grind gems? Okay, everybody's a bit different, and you should know what you need in your account. But for me, I keep all Violet and Will at this moment because those are the 2 main sets that I work with. I've been throwing away what I don't farm. So right now I've been farming dragons and R5. So I've been throwing away a lot of Nemesis and stuff like that. Myself.
So, Jeff, this rune here, imagine a 20% attack sub on it. This is nuts, right? This is actually nuts.
22, right? 11 plus 10.
Anyways, I'll let you sort that out. So we have a lot of really efficient slot 5s now. Your slot 5s are like really, really damage heavy now. I think we don't do it anymore.
Hey, Xingzhe has a really nice slot 5. Do you see it? I just realized that.
Oh, you mean the red monkey?
No, the red monkey, not Xingzhe. So quickly, do you mind flashing that Gani slot 6? So someone asked about that.
Yeah.
If you guys have not watched the video previously, and you guys should, our last re-app session, Chris got me this rune. That's 32 speed.
Oh, I thought I could do it while you were talking and just like sneak in a 5 roll. I'm sorry.
No.
Damn it. But this needs a 5 roll. Like anything that's your fastest slot absolutely has to be +5.
Of course.
No. Damn it. No.
So close. That's pretty funny.
Anyways, continue on. I'll get some water while you continue on.
So Chris is grabbing some water. So if you guys do have any other questions, I can start opening up questions. Hey, he has 2 minions. I thought he had 1 back there. Okay, but anyways, I hope you guys are enjoying this so far. It is a bit longer, and I've decided to do this on stream, and we gotta thank Chris for waking up early for doing this. You should have seen this morning. He was super tired. We weren't even thinking. We were just chatting, setting this up.
Skylanders the night before.
Yeah, I slept at 5.
The game is gonna be dead, but that's okay. All right, let's see. Well,
Mookie Solo. How do I compete as a free-to-play player versus players with all these re-app, JMak?
You can't beat them, join them.
That is the most interesting advice. But
I'm kidding.
you know, that's
I mean, you just gotta outpick and draft them, right? You have to accept and be comfortable with the fact that you'll never be top 50 because those are smart players.
and
most of them.
with runes.
And with runes and LDs. So you gotta have something, right? If you can outsmart them, smarts only go so far, right? You do need some equipment, some tools to work with. You can't just like out genius everyone. You're gonna need to. You need something to work with.
But
actually, slot 3 wills kind of blow. Let's do some slot 3 wills.
So to be fair, there are tons of players who have spent way less than a lot of. Well, like me, not Chris, because Chris is a great player and he has spent a decent amount of money. But someone like me, there's a lot of players who have spent way less and they're doing way better than me. It's out there. Money isn't everything, so you get a smart player with money. It helps a lot, obviously. But a lot of the players out there in Asia has money, has units, but they're not that smart.
But you could be like, you could also have, be free to play-ish or like, pretty average stuff. But if you play really well, you can compete with up to like G2s and potentially some G3s.
And
right? You're not.
Joseph is very, very clear. He's beat a lot of players. He's not the best player, but he's decent. He's proven himself. So
yeah, I don't know where he went though, but
yeah, where did Joseph go? I haven't seen him.
Look at this though. This rune though, one and done. I think.
Oh yeah, Tony.
Max Perp, one and done. Here, we're gonna hopefully got an H.
Yeah, where did the defense roll go though?
It went into defense.
That should be a 32 defense out of, but it only got 25. Weird.
Yeah. Let's see. Do you have HP? You don't have HP. It's like you have the same problem I do. Yeah. So imagine having like a 20% HP on a 30 defense and then 7 accuracy, 15 speed.
Wait, I don't have any gems.
Not here.
Weird. Even I thought I did. Weird.
Yeah, dude. Imagine having a 20% HP stat here on the over the crit damage, and then you have 7 accuracy, 31 defense, 16 speed.
That's a thick rune, yeah.
This is nuts, dude. That rune is done. Yeah, your accounts can be like have a lot of thick units. It's just like they're all gonna kind of be slow for a bit. So, unless we can get you some speed, which we're working on, it's just like this game is not cooperating. We're feeding it the Reappraisal Stones, and it's like spitting it back out, or it's kind of just eating it.
Do you keep gem for new runes? Fight, accuracy, DC. So for me, I keep all the legend ones for fight and a couple purple because fight runes I do come across them, but I don't keep most of them. I throw away all of them except for purples. I mean oranges. So.
Okay, so slot 3s, you got no more targets. I don't want to throw things into something that doesn't have a innate because I don't think that's worth it. You have great slot 4s, and your slot 5s I don't think you're going to need ever on this because you have your vital runes to cover it up. So we could also go for some slot 6s.
Yep.
Yeah, you have 1 HP 1 and that is it. So that's actually not enough. Great. So we can also do your accuracy ones too. That's another option. Yo, this needs a grind.
They said there was an HP gem on Will. I believe it was Legend. No, I don't think we used Legend there, do we?
No, yeah, no, this is Immemorial, and I want to save that.
No, I think we should save that.
Yeah, we're saving that, because we haven't finished the reapps, so...
If we do have extra time, we have something to play with, guys. Don't worry about it. But we are a little short on time because Chris is a very busy man.
I am committed to helping another friend of ours make a video at noon. So
yeah. So today, like I said, today is Chris's day off. Not really. I know he has to prep for some work stuff, interview stuff, but he's taking time. That's why we're doing it this early. Whoa, this room, weird. That's why we're doing it this early, actually, guys. Me and Chris met up at 6:08. Not 6. Oh, there you go. No, that's a little.
It's not enough. It's enough to keep, but it's not enough to like use.
Yeah. So me and Chris actually met up at 9 a.m. Sorry, not 6. I'm being an idiot. I slept at 6, 5-ish, 6.
You're running on 2 hours, 3 hours. Jesus Christ, dude.
It's pretty common though. It's actually really common for me.
Oh, for you, yeah.
Yeah. It's not. What?
That's so terrible. Damn it. Man.
You can't even use that.
Oh, shit.
That's almost max quadro.
Oh, we can't keep that. We can't keep that.
No, we can't keep that.
Slot 6, we're just not. Oh. That's so painful. That's so painful.
He's like,
and also, by the way, if this were a Via Rune and HP, as nice as this looks, I am actually not as crazy about this either, because you don't have attacker speed represented, so you're going to be missing one of them when you gem it in. Either way, we got 29 crit.
It's funny though.
Oh, funny for
Imagine
you.
if that was 29
funny
speed.
For everyone, this is your account, sir.
It's
I feel the pain, dude, because that's 29 crit. I've done that once on one other person's account, and it was Wycuz, but I got it on a slot 1 Via Rune, and that was nuts. Like, that's totally good.
DJMM01. So my guildie, thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it, and welcome to JMak.
Jeff, I'm trying. I hope you get some speed, man. You need the speed on your account.
Yeah.
I actually, honestly, it should all be. This should be going on to Swift Runes, because you can always use brokens. Although you will need one on Will, but you kind of need some on everything.
Someone said, imagine that 29 career on that slot 2 Vow attack.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what we're gunning for, and it just didn't happen.
Sometimes it'd be like that. It switches around. That's actually pretty funny, though. It hurts, but at the same time, it's funny.
Oh, it hurts. It just hurts.
The thing is, you look at it, oh, you're like, you can't even use it because you need speed on accuracy slot 6 rune. So speed chasing is depressing. So a lot of...
Do your speed chasing at this moment. Your account does not need any more efficiency. It needed the grinds, but with Immemorials, you're almost caught up. You need like maybe half a year's worth. And also, without having done FRR on your account, it's hard for me to say where you stand on the efficiency. But from having seen your Jason last time, having looked through your runes this time, and having us gotten like 6 or 7 efficient runes, like I think you're good on efficiency. I think you're speed chasing at this point. I'm also okay if we stop this and then you can just do the speed chase on your own, because that doesn't take much like thought of like keeping or not. Like,
yeah, it's funny as well though. 31 HP.
Like you can't keep that without speed.
I trust in you.
Oh. I just need one speed rune, one speed roll. This hurts, man.
Like you can. The best part is you get to see so many efficient runes, and you go like, "Oh, that's useless. That's useless. That's useless."
Hold up. So let me do a recalc. You got 30, 24, 22, 21. I mean, ideally, you still have a third one here, but that's not the main concern you have. 29, 26, 24, 23. So you're done with slot 3. 23, 21, 20. Right? 23, 21, 20. 24, 22, 22. So we should be hitting the slot 4s. And we got this one for you earlier, which is like, it's not bad. So slot 4 is actually another thing we should be doing. But it's almost like you have to hit the ones without innates, right?
YouTube comments would have a field day with you.
Oh, this is the one we were doing.
Yeah, Foxy, it's anticipated. It's okay. The thing is, people have to, and this is for people watching on YouTube in the near future. You guys have to realize that a lot of times, my account is on a different level than other people. Yay! So some people.
Hey, this is big. This is big. Hey! Oh, thank the Lord. Oh, nice.
That's a good roll too.
Nice roll.
So,
okay.
The thing is, a lot of people have to realize that I'm looking for very specific things on my account.
Weight off the shoulders, man. Weight off the shoulders. This is actually pretty big to get one on a non-innate rune. Yep. Real tough to get to pan out. Real tough. So I'm very happy for that.
Question, isn't it a waste to focus on one specific stat for reps? Yes, but we are speed chasing. Yeah. So speed chasing is very depressing because you can burn through 50 reaps and go like, oh, Malcolm, I'm watching you. I know I see what's going on. It's okay. I think that's perfectly fine.
But again, the lack of 5 defense on a Swift rune is not going to kill you. Dude, look at this. This is pretty damn sexy. I think this is pretty good. And it's only 20 base, man. And it's already pretty good. You can dress up runes in a lot of different ways. Nice. Okay, we're feeling better now. We still need to get you something fast. Hold up.
We need one blockbuster rune.
Yeah, 25, 23, 21. Yeah, we need one like nuts, but okay. So we could do the one on Fran, but you already have it ruined up, so I don't think.
No, do it. I'm re-ruining my account though.
Oh, you are? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. You have a lot of untapped potential. Like this here, this is a blue rune, but it's legendary, so we're gonna make it.
It's a legendary blue rune. And then YouTube's gonna look at that rune and go like, "Whoa, I could use that." That's the only thing, right? So
this is usable for most like C3s, I would say.
G1 is, I guess, it's usable.
You would
too.
use this on like a tertiary unit. Yeah. You wouldn't use it on your main one, but Jeff kind of needs it. He's trying to fight the tomatoes of the world, so he needs it. Like, you can't step in a fight with Tomato and not be able to compete with him on speed. You just can't win on the draft. It's too hard to beat him.
If he tries. Resistance. The thing is, he has units as well, right?
Well, he does, but in order to fight the top players, like top 10 players, you're gonna need speed. There's no dodging that. No ifs, ands, or buts on that. Except Skit. Skit's pretty slow.
Skit has a fast word though, because of that. You know,
but he's very clean though. I have to say he plays very clean.
Yeah.
But damn, it's surprising.
Oh, I outspeed, and he doesn't even use will runes.
That's the other thing. If you're slow, you got to use will, and he doesn't. It just somehow he's up there.
But I beat Skit quite a few times. Do you know what's the best part? In Korea, I was in the hotel lobby, right? I was going downstairs, meeting up with like Gary and them, and I look over. I'm like, why does that guy look so familiar? And I ended up talking to him because I saw him playing Summoners War. I'm like, and then he's like, oh, he can't speak English, right? So he's like, Skit. And I was like, and I showed him my username. He remembers who I am too.
That's always cool though when they remember you, and then you guys kind of like, oh, we fought each other online. Hey, I take your points.
Yeah, I take your points.
Take my points, right? Like, Sai always takes my points. You need this one real bad. Sai always takes my points. I always take Skid's points, and then Tomato and I kind of split. I think he takes a little bit more. So it's like a circle. Points get passed around in that way. All right, Jeff. If we're speed chasing, we're kind of going balls deep on this.
That's fine.
Are we doing that? Or before we do that, I want to look at your slot 2 Swifts and just see, like, are they thick enough, things like that, because your Swift units do matter if they're getting pounded. And I don't think I see good Swift slot 2s, by the way. Yeah. So I think we're going to do a couple. If you have...
If I have any?
If you have any. Like this? How's this legend? This is, like, blue, right? So we're probably going to hit that one up. Yeah, like... Oh.
Magic.
Hey, get this in the recording, guys.
I haven't even seen the magic rune in so long. I remember when you pulled you pulled Topaz as well, right?
Yeah.
That's
hey. Oh, nice. Okay, so we do.
Innate.
You do need beefy Swift runes, right? Your Fran, your potential Hathor, your Oki, they all need beefy Swift. You have 0 right now from what I saw.
Yeah.
So we absolutely have to hit this. That's more important than the 5 speed you would get if we chase speed.
Okay, that's fair.
5k more, or yeah, getting like, not 5k, but like 3k more HP and some defense is way more important than like 3 speed.
So Chris, someone clipped that green rune. I can see the clip count go up.
Like, hey. Okay, let's get some HP percentages here. Just high HP. Oh.
What?
Well, this is better. This is already an upgrade, but this is still not a keep. This is a max blue, essentially, is what we're looking at.
19. Oh.
If there's any like point at which you want me to stop and explain one, I'll explain it too.
Sure.
But these are Swift runes on these units are always almost always going to be support units, so you want like tanky stats, like HP,
you
defense.
Thick stats, basically.
See.
So
I wouldn't even be opposed to like 40 res, and then you can actually make a high res Fran or something.
Foxy's saying, yeah, keep Lucian rune. What the? No, we're not looking for Lucian runes.
40, right? 40 and then 2. So this is a max purple roll here?
Yeah.
Right?
Do you keep that?
Yeah, this is definitely a keep.
You gem the crit damage for...
I think this is done.
Yep.
Yeah, it's really hard to get better.
So someone actually just asked, I don't want to cause controversy in this video, but what do you guys think about the EU guys?
In terms of what? Like,
I guess how good they are, I'm guessing.
I think new players are great. I actually think they're great.
And they're popping up even more now. Have you noticed?
I had the tournament with Obabo and stuff in there, and Obabo's a great player. Great. And Rosseth, too. Both of them great players. Obabo was using my account and did pretty well on it for, like, not being familiar with it. Like, pretty clean drafts and stuff. Like, they're good. I don't think they spend as much as Asia, and that's why they tend to be at a disadvantage sometimes. But they're good players. Hey, check this out. This is not bad, right? This is a
it looks really thick.
This is a pretty thick-ass rune, right? So that's why we do that.
Is that a Fran rune? It is a Fran rune.
It's an anything rune. This could be an oak rune. It's an anything rune. All right, let's do your Okies, because first of all, let's look at this 100% accuracy, right? Because it's 100% accuracy, but you only need 85. Essentially, what's effective on this unit is
one useless accuracy roll. Then.
So we're gonna redo this one here.
Oh, my Oki rune is so bad. I'm just looking at it. I'm like, oh.
It's like really bad. Yeah. Well, here's what we're looking at. We're looking at like an almost maxed out defense thing with like a max crit damage and like actually some defense, flat defense that matters. And you could put flat HP into this, or put in HP percent. I think you keep this for now, but you keep going on it. Because the Oki stats aren't... 87 accuracy is the same as 100. And I wouldn't be opposed to keeping it, but the crit damage is almost kind of useless, but not. Like, it does do damage for you, so it's not useless for unit, but it does something, but it's not, like, as much as... It's not a ton. HP? Oh, fuck. Whoa, where'd the rolls go?
Oh, yeah. So we're just looking at HP and defense here, right? Mainly. High HP and defense.
Or if somehow it went like 29 crit, I am perfectly fine with that.
29 crit. So can't believe that happened.
HP? Ah, fuck. I just need like a good HP. We don't have innate, so we don't have a blocker, but slot 2 speeds tend to be a bit easier to roll on things like that. But I'm almost okay keeping this too. Like, it's just a big upgrade from what you already had existing. Come on, roll. We're feeding you reapps.
Foxy, another Lucian rune down the drain.
Oh, that's blue Lucian rune. Foxy, that was a blue Lucian rune. We don't keep blue Lucian runes.
We keep Lucian
and we
runes?
also don't care for Lucian.
Yeah.
We'll start cleaving, which actually would be hilarious to see. I don't think we do very much.
But to be fair, if I do cleave in RTA, I'm gonna run the Lydia comp, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
This is almost arguably better. What do you think? Because the defense and HP, you're looking at basically 2% more defense. You know, HP.
Well, you're getting 18% defense from this because of so
overrules the crit damage. And I'd be able to gem in defense anyways, which is the same as the right-hand side, but I'm basically trading 12 accuracy for 60 defense.
Yeah.
And I think the 12 accuracy is a tiny bit better. Just a hair better. But this rune still sucks.
After all this explanation, it's not really useful. You pass up HP and defense. That's a low percent one, Ace. I saw it too.
Yeah, they're low percents. Like, if they're high, like... So, I've done so many of these and rolled so many runes, like, you kind of know, like, what max rolls are and know the multiples, and like, the back of my hand. Ooh. So,
do you value resistance here?
I know well, this is not high enough of resistance, right? It's 32, but at the same time, this enables you to actually have enough resistance subs to actually have, like, a 90 resist something if you really want it. But for your sake, I don't think you keep it. But I would keep it because I have tons of these. But it's close. I think we do a couple more and then we just say screw this and move on to something where we need speed on. Hey,
Would you trade crit damage for 18 defense?
Blue,
That's the thing, right?
But just look at it face value. The right-hand side is blue as fuck.
Yeah.
It's just blue plus a tiny bit because it's blue is 24, right? Plus
yeah, it's one more, yeah.
1.5% more of a roll. And then the HP, flat HP is not even a big roll, so like it's blue. We can't be using blue legend runes. I almost want to move on from this. This is already a big upgrade for you anyways. Yep, we're going to move on from it. We are over it. We're going to put in some defense percent if we've got defense percent. No, we don't have defense percentage. What?
Wait, we're out.
Oh, we do have it, but it's immemorial. I'm not burning another immemorial. So we'll put in the flat defense because it's like almost the same. And we're going to just grind that because you're never going to use this anyways. Ooh.
20,
so for
that's
now,
a low.
But now you're almost a beast, right?
Yep.
Okay, man, I don't really want to throw things down a black hole. You know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
I don't want to throw anything down a black hole. Do we just want to make better slots better and just make you, like, unstoppable on the Vio front? I think we do. And just go for... Because the other thing is, like... Yeah, you still need the speed on the Vio stuff. We can gun for that. We have good slot 3s. We got... Man... No, oh yeah, we can do the crit rate, right? We can do the crit rate.
Yep.
Crit... Yeah, that's what... Yeah, this is what we were doing, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. Because a water monkey or Verd needs a good crit rate rune. Absolutely needs it. You will need...
You're not running a crit rate, are you? Your
no.
Mockler monkey is not, I remember.
It's not, but I had enough crit rate slots. My Verd is, right? Here.
Okay, yeah. You're...
Here, I'm gonna go... You can go check out... let me... Here, you can go check this out. Like, I just want to benchmark too, right? If I look at, say, my Diana's tanky, right? Then the Verd...
Well, that's so thick.
Verd's got 24 speed. It has to have a fast, right?
Yeah.
The Water Monkey here, it's using... But it's because it's an HP and attack rune, but it's got enough subs to get that crit rate.
Okay,
so
yeah.
But you do need it for at least the Verd, and most Water Monkeys are gonna be on crit rate slot 4. But it's like, if you don't get the... you're gonna need it at some point.
Yep, I think that's fair.
Yeah, look at this. Your fastest 15. You can't have a Verd. You just literally don't have a Verd right now. Unless you don't put it on... Let's look at your Revenge.
Revenge, I was about to say. I don't know. No, nothing.
Yeah, you have nothing. So you have to get... Like, you don't have a Verd rune at all right now. Like, you literally don't have a Verd. So you have to roll this. If that makes sense.
Yep, that makes perfect sense.
Vile Revenge, right? There's not really many other good builds you can do, like Swift Revenge or like Vile Will or something, but...
I think I cucked Josh at the Vancouver meetup with a double Revenge Will Verd.
Nice.
It was so fun. I 2-0 Josh.
Stick it to him. You should rope him too next time.
No, he was in front of me. I can't rope him.
Oh, God, dude, the best way to assert dominance is you rope him and you stare him in the face. And then you click the button and then you stare him in the face. That's the best way to rope.
Because it was a 20-star tournament, right? I put Hathor's runes on Orion, and it fucked Josh so hard. My Violent Orion went twice. Two what's that thing called? Harmless Prank in one turn. It felt so good.
Jesus. No, dude, that's the best though. When you in person, just rope the hell out of them. All kinds of stuff, because it's in person too. Ooh, okay.
That's a Diana rune.
It's a Diana rune. That's actually a really decent Diana rune. I think, right?
Yep.
Yeah, well, it doesn't have the crit rate or the defense. It doesn't have crit rate or defense represented, so like it's not perfect, but this is a hell lot better than...
What I had. Wait, what did I have on my Diana? I forgot.
You have this. Diana doesn't need attack, by the way.
Do you see my Diana has a lot of attack? I don't know why it just came to be.
It has a lot of attack because of this rune. It doesn't need the attack.
Yeah.
But imagine making this like plus 30 some K HP. Like that's
and that's nuts, what you want, right? 200 speed, 30 something K HP.
This became a Diana rune. Yeah, this is done. I can't justify like doing more on this. Alright, well, you gotta open your reappraisals or your immemorials later. But this is done for the sake of Diana's purposes. This is done. And then you're gonna gem in defense.
Defense percentage. Are you gonna use that in mem then? The last one?
Yes. Well, I'm glad you asked. We're burning all your flats. Actually, you know what? I'm being an idiot. I should just burn this flat. Why am I burning it? Look at that roll.
There you
Look
go.
at that.
547 out of 550.
Yeah, this is actually a really nice Diana rune.
There you go.
There we go. Oh, rip. Right? This is a Diana rune,
Yeah,
is it
there
not?
you go, stick.
This is a Diana rune, is it not? Let's see. Does your Diana does this have crit rate? Or wait, oh yeah, duh. Hold up. Right? Like look at the stats on this Diana, right? If you max this out,
Oh, that's 31k, yeah, wow.
like dude, it's nuts.
And my Diana actually gained stats. I don't need the accuracy, it's 6%, let's be honest.
Dude, it's actually nuts, dude. So this is a huge win for the Diana. It's actually a huge win. But you still need another crit rate one for your Verd. So let's see if we can do another one.
Yeah.
Let's see if you have another one is the question.
I might have one more. That one? Was that one?
Not touching it. Wait, no, it's
That
the one
one,
on your
right?
Diana.
The resistance.
Purple.
Oh.
Yeah, so Water Monkey could go on res or on will, but I don't like the. So it depends.
But
What's
it's
your
wasting a full set if you want to go that fast, right?
Your Ethna needs will though. Ethna needs will or broken if it's fast enough, but either Ethna or Water Monkey will need it. So I think you do another crit rate one and you put it on will.
If I have one, sure.
Yeah, you do have one. And there's actually an argument to be said for like you can will up your Verd too. And put it on, make a fast one.
Will I wanted to put what do you call it? Ethna in front of Gani actually, but it has to be broken. That should most likely it's a broken.
But if it's broken, it needs to be super fast and.
Like 2 plus 170 plus, right?
This is 170. I mean, it's not fast enough.
No, 180 something.
To compete against the tomatoes of the world, at least 180 something.
Yeah, 180 something.
Mine's like 290 something, and it barely is enough because it's unbroken too.
Okay, nice flat HP.
Okay, keeping that shit. Can we get some speed? Ooh, this is actually no, because we got a beefy one and like Diana doesn't.
You need attack, right?
Yeah, this is another form of speed chasing, but also efficiency chasing if we get a better Diana rune.
So there's a little more choices than just a slot 5 speed.
Correct. I'm kind of over this. It's slot 4 HP. Well, at this point, you have enough. Good. Here's the thing: your Verd still doesn't have a rune. That's the problem. Your Verd still doesn't have a rune, right? We didn't solve that problem of the Verd not having a rune.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we gotta hit that up. Oh, actually, the Verd could use this rune, but this is garbage. But if it uses this rune, we gotta replace it with something else, right? Like if I look at all your runes here, and sort by speed, your crit rates are still slow.
Yeah.
Fuck. Then I guess.
I think it's because I never really seek value in crit rate back then as well. That's before I had ponies and even the Verd meta. I think that's one big reason.
I mean, this is a recent development of mine too. I didn't really do very much crit rate, but it's an absolute must. Josh is doing slot 4 crit rate too, I think. For
is he?
Yeah.
That makes sense though, because
you don't have to have.
Like you need 1 or 2 good ones. Oh! Hey!
We done. I would have burned it all here. I don't care. Burn it all, but get me 1 plus 4. Burn it all, give me nothing, but we got the rune. Alright, we got one.
The defense is huge right there. And the attack is huge too.
Oh, hey. Alright, so
max.
I think actually gem out the crit damage and put in HP.
I think so too.
As shitty as it sounds and feels, like you have no reason to need crit damage on this. I will let you make the.
Just do it. Let's be honest. I have.
This attack can like. Yeah, this feels so bad though. This feels so bad.
Whoa! Yeah.
It feels so bad, but I think we gotta do it.
I think it's fair though. It makes sense in the sense of like this.
Just turn this into a purple rune, but
oh!
That feels terrible. That's okay.
That's okay.
I'll let you figure this out later. But hey, this is not bad now, right? This is actually like usable, pretty good.
That's very usable.
So your Verd has options. Verd can actually go on Will. It actually surprises the hell out of people if it's on Will.
Because they can't reset it, right?
Well, it's actually huge if in top level play when you think about when I go to control someone and I think about how many units I need to control them. The Verd is not in the equation.
That can also be an Ethna rune as well, though. So it's interchangeable, right?
Yeah. Huge. Yeah. All right. Nice. Not a dead session. Okay.
Not as insane as last one, but you know what? It doesn't matter.
I think it's okay. I think this
is fair.
Average. Pretty fair.
It's just that we don't see a crazy rune, but we saw everything went up, which is different as well, right?
With 280 reaps, they better go up. Or someone at Comtest is getting a very angry letter.
I'm gonna send B a couple messages, send Gary a couple messages.
Back the account. Hey, I got hacked by Chris. I need to roll the account back.
Imagine that, right?
Alright, I'm trying to find you another slot 1 because you need speed on it. We got a speed chase, but I don't think we're getting it.
So this session's completely different than my other session because if you guys watched on YouTube, my previous session, we did go hard on runes without innate. Yep. This one we tried not to because the innate is so important, obviously. It's one extra roll, essentially. That's huge, right? So I know some people in chat right now are like, oh, this many reaps, you didn't get anything like crazy, like 30 speed. You're not expected to get 30 speed or anything. We got 29 crit rate. We got our quad roll just in the wrong rune.
Well, you have a slot 5 that was really insane. It's probably better than any of my slot 5s. And you just got that one there, which is really nice. And you have quite a few other really efficient runes. So I think it's okay. I wouldn't be bent with this at all. I'd be okay with this session. Although I think, okay, so here's my thoughts. You got like 50 some reaps left, 47.
Yep.
I think you save this for whenever you do the next reaps. And I think you go and acquire a couple things here. One slot 1 Vio with innate.
Yep.
Or actually preferably 2 with innate.
Yep.
And if you want, you can dump them into the Swift to get some speed. That is your call if you need more speed. I think you're okay for now. But if you want to run a Swift Hathor, you will need more Swift sets. You don't have enough for a Swift Hathor and to have your team still stand. But you need a slot 1 Vio and probably some more slot 4 Vios as well because I don't think you have any with innate. Like if I look at this here,
yep.
I don't think you have any with innate that I could potentially go and do some work to. So you need slot 1, slot 4, and slot 1. Like this doesn't have an innate, right?
Yeah.
So I can't really touch that. So like you need slot 1, slot 4, and given that you only have 47 reaps left, I think with 47 reaps, that's enough to like say, hey, I should actually be using this more effectively. Keep in mind, as I always say, Summoner's War is a journey. It is a marathon. It is not a sprint. Unless you have SWC literally tomorrow, you want to use your reaps and stuff the most effective way possible, right? And the most effective way is only on a rune with an innate. And I think you have enough time and rune packs coming up that I think that's my recommendation.
Yep, I think it's fair. I know we're debating stream again. Last time we had 300 plus, but we didn't use it all. This time we're not going to use it all. I think that's perfectly fair. It also helps me save up a little more reaps, and I guess I would say run some run some dungeon and get some grinds as well to work with you again. And I hope
you're out of gems and grinds. Although this is for your other video, you got these, dude.
Yep. So I'm gonna be doing those after the stream. Actually, I think. I hope I get something good with it. And then I guess I want to open the floor up for some questions. Do you guys have any questions? I'll pick a couple questions off of chat just for Chris to ask. Oh, Chris to answer if he doesn't mind.
Yeah, I will answer anything. Aside from how much have you spent? Because I don't know. I actually don't. Oh, look at this. Okay.
I'm saving up for my birthday. It's soon. Next month. You can do that? Wow. Should I Devil Fire Barb? What's Cleave? So do not Devil Fire Barb. Cleave is essentially just a... Is it one turn kill? Is that how you call it?
Fire Barb? So unless you're in Malicious back half a year ago, this is before I joined, I heard all their members were instructed to devil out their fire... or skill up their Fire Barb, so half of them don't have Water Barb skill up. So this when I came in, this running joke, and I'm like, what are you guys talking about? And turns out that they had been instructed or advised to like get this Fire Barb going, so none of them had these Water Barbs ready for the arena season.
Got it. This is a funny question. Do you ever farm? Because this comes often. Do you mind, Chris, going to my event tab for a second? Yeah. Because people always flame me for that. Oh, you spend so much money, you don't farm. This is why the game is trash or whatever. But just to show you guys, this.
Damn, you use a lot of energy, sir. So your guild is slacking compared to you.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So, and this is a constant question. In case you guys are wondering, when I'm off stream, when I'm driving, my girlfriend actually clicks replay. I do farm just to show you guys. This is a constant question that comes up on YouTube. I think it's a very good question. Another question, this is off YouTube comments. How many Val HP on slot 4 and 6 do you really need with good and above subs? More clearly, when do you start moving on to slot 1, 3, 5 for reapps?
I mean, it just depends on what level you are, what rank you are. If you have your slot 1, 3, and 5 sucking balls, and your 2, 4, and 6 are really good, it's okay to do 1, 3, and 5 because a unit has 6 runes, right? All 6 have to be good. You can't have runes that suck. So I think absolutely you do, if you have, say, 2 or 3. Like, on average, every unit uses 6 runes. So, like, you want it to have equal number of good slot 2, 4, and 6s as 1, 3, and 5. The only thing is that 2, 4, and 6 is more specific on the stat. So you kind of harp on those more. But, like, you probably need just an equal number. Right? You want an equal number of effective. It's a long-winded way of saying things. You need to have the same number of them. Like,
okay.
Otherwise, it doesn't work.
This is I think we addressed this many times, but we're gonna just quickly break it down at the end as well. Would you still re-app a 6-star legendary rune without innate stats? And
yeah, I mean, if they all turn out like this thing here, why not?
Yeah, so we've proven this, and of course, it comes down to how much you farm, and also do you buy rune packs as well. We're slowing down because eventually I will get that slot 1 innate that Chris is asking me to have, and I think we have enough. We gotten enough today for me to work on for a bit, so I think that's why we are not doing innates this time. But usually, yes. Any other questions, guys? Streamer, how many more Verads do you want? Can someone ban Jeffrey from chat, please? What do you think would be fair nerf for Aegir and Fran? Honestly, Aegir and Fran is gimped, I believe, by their base stats, so I think it is pretty fair. I don't know how Chris feels about that. Fran, I
think those units are fine, right? If you nerf them, you have way less answers for all the LDs out there, right? So you do need answers to that. You do buy that.
Yeah, you do buy that. Well, that's a really good shop refresh. That's 3 things in one purchase. One question that constantly comes up on YouTube. How much money do you spend on the game? I honestly don't know, and I'm going to say
that's a dangerous answer.
That's a dangerous answer, yeah. But I'll explain why I don't know. So if I were to check, I do know, but this game, it is a game for me, and I'm spending disposable income when I feel like it, when I enjoy it, and I like spending money on things I like. I don't think it matters how much money I've spent. Get out of here! But says the Skylander guy, okay. But overall, it's just don't go hungry. Don't do dumb stuff just to play this game. At the end, you guys have to remember, this is a game. This is not life. I'm fully invested in it, but at the same time, I'm lucky because stream and YouTube also does support a lot of my packs. So that's all I'm going to say. And I'm going to leave it as that. JMak, do you think this is the best RTA meta? I do not. I refuse to build a Verd. The main reason is because I refuse to build a Verd for the longest time. I am gonna now because I don't have the runes before. But Chris will explain why he loves this meta. And yo, legendary piece, you don't buy those?
Fuck no, because they cost like 3.5 million for lightning. I'd rather get 11 mystical scrolls, right?
Okay.
And just they're actually terrible.
So Chris is gonna explain why he loves this meta, and he explained this to me before stream started, and in my mind it made perfect sense why he enjoys this and why it's so rewarding.
Yeah, it's a more skill-based meta. Like, essentially, it's more skill-based. You can fight LDs a little bit more because you don't have Molongs bringing that volatility. You have other units. You know, the LDs are a bit nerfed, so there's a lot of intricacies to the pick ban that good players can take advantage of. For example, I don't lay an Aegir down if there are 3 picks left and no Diana shown on the board. Right? A lot of less experienced players won't be able to pick up on that or do that. So little things like that. The draft is very, very lot of logic in it, and it is very, very skill intensive in this meta specifically. So I like it more. A lot more speeds. You have to think about speed in the draft a lot more. Just more fun. Or maybe it's just because it's easier to win now because the LDs don't do as much. Maybe either or.
And then I guess just last 1 or 2 more questions before I let Chris go. I believe he has a.
I don't know. I have to ping him and see what's up.
We're gonna end it as here, but just before we do end it, guys, I do want to say thank you for Chris waking up early doing this video with me again. I hope you guys enjoy this video on YouTube and people on Twitch as well. But yeah, thank you, Chris, so much for your time and your expertise. It means a lot. And then at the end of the day, if you guys haven't already, do follow Chris Makeitabud on Twitch, twitch.tv/Makeitabud.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for having me, dude. Super fun. Unfortunately, no quad rule of speed, but this is awesome. And we got some good stuff anyway, so always fun.
Alright. Anyways, thank you so much. I am going to end the recording here.